Wow, what an incredible end to an amazing adventure. I outwitted the evil pirate LeChuck, caused an avalanche, kinda, and lived to tell the tale. Even better, Elaine and I finally got married, and all of our friends were there too. I don't think we've ever been happier. Now all we have to do is set a course and begin our honeymoon, sailing on the Sea of Thieves. To get there, we have to pass through the Devil's Shroud. Elaine says it's no big deal so long as we follow the map, but I don't know. I miss seeing the stars. I had the nightmare again. I wake up in our cabin. Elaine is gone. And at the end of my bed, LeChuck is there, laughing at me. It's crazy, I know. I left him buried back on Monkey Island, but why does it feel so real? I can almost hear the laughter. When I did get back to sleep, I had a very different dream. I was back where it all began, on my quest to become a legendary pirate. Back at the start of my very first adventure.
Ahoy there, stranger. New in town? That's the stupidest question I've ever heard. Why, this is the world-famous Melee Island, of course. Home to some of the filthiest rogues and rascals you'll ever cross paths with. Though if I were you, I'd not stray too far beyond the village. The weather's taken an awful turn tonight. A stranger could get lost in that pea soup. Oh, plenty of places to spend your pieces of 8. Though I'd wager most will be closed at this hour. Except maybe the general store. That old skinflint never sleeps. Then there's the old jail, the church. But if you ask me, there's nowhere better than this very pub. Why not sit for a spell and soak it all in? Well, I am a pirate, but alas, I am not a captain. Truth be told, I haven't been out on the waves for many a month. It all began when that LeChuck business forced us back to shore. Once he was the terror of the Caribbean, roaming the seas on his fearsome ghost ship until he was scuppered by the legend of Monkey Island. Oh, not what? Who? I'm talking about the most fearless felon to ever don a captain's hat and sail straight into the waiting maw of death itself. Guybrush Threepwood. Once we heard what had happened to LeChuck, most of us pirates chose to retire. There's no point trying to compete with the legend of Monkey Island. Our governor is none other than the legend of Monkey Island himself. He keeps this whole area prosperous for his fellow pirates. His mansion is on the other side of town, but pirates aren't as welcome around there as they used to be. Because the governor's a busy man, that's why. Caught up writing his memoirs. It's the most pre-ordered book ever published on Melee Island. Come to think of it, it's also the first book ever published on Melee Island. But that just makes it even more exciting. I'm buying 9 copies. You should talk to the important-looking pirates in the next room. If you're to stand any chance of seeing the governor, they can tell you where to go and what to do. My name is Mancom Seepgood. What of who? Never heard of it. And I've sailed as far as Dinky Island, but Melee Island is the place to be nowadays, thanks to the governor. Now that you're here, you should relax and take a load off. Uh-oh, looks like my grog is going flat, so you'll have to excuse me. Maybe not on this sea of thieves you're so proud of, but in these parts, we prefer a beverage with a little extra kick to it. Kerosene, red dye, number 2. If you're brave enough to try some for yourself, we usually sneak ours out of the big barrel in the kitchen. You can join us in a toast to the legend of Monkey Island.
Come to share a table with me? How about sharing some grog, eh? Hands off. That key's for official town business only. Come to share a table with me?
Aye? Aye. Aye! Aye!
You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush! Sorry, but on some topics I just get carried away. Aye.
Leave me be! I'm too thirsty for small talk. Try that again, and you'll be joining the devil for supper. Try that again, and you'll be joining the devil for supper.
Is that fresh meat I spy? Tremble, mortal, before the mighty skulls of scum.
It's been longer than a rat's tail since I last set me sackets on a would-be pirate, though I could swear we've crossed paths before. But never mind all that. You'll be here to undertake the 3 trials, I'll wager.
The 3 trials!
Aye, that takes me back. I want to be a mighty pirate. Where do I collect my hat?
Well, if you're here to prove your worth to us, too bad. We're no longer in charge around here. Aye, and what would be the point? There's not a pirate wannabe alive who could hold a candle to the legend of Monkey Island.
No, please, not the speech again.
The mightiest pirate to ever weigh anchor!
Scourge of the Caribbean, terror of the Tri-Island territories, master of 1,000 insults.
A man who could hold his breath for 60 minutes.
Governor
Guybrush
Threepwood!
All that toasting of the governors made me thirsty.
Time for some more grog! Grog, 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 grog! What be ye wanting? Now that's the sort of question I'd expect from a pirate wannabe. Melee Island is pretty much wall-to-wall rogues and scoundrels. Granted, more than a few folks have retired from a life on the high seas and taken up other lines of work where they can. But pretty much everyone you'll rub shoulders with has flown the Jolly Roger at one time or another, and none of us are ashamed to admit it. Why should it? Governor Threepwood is in charge now, and there's no pirate more lawless, lethal, and larcenous than he. The days of being clapped in irons by the local sheriff are long gone, and it's all thanks to the legend of Monkey Island. What's the matter? You got seawater in your ears? Let me spell it out for you. Governor Threepwood is our legend of Monkey Island.
He's been everywhere, seen it all, and stolen most of it. Adventures the rest of us can only... The only way you... Oh, but Barry...
Back again? You're persistent, I'll give you.
Back so soon? You've plenty of questions.
What business do you have with us now? Speak up!
I am Murray, the demonic talking skull. All pirates hear my name and tremble.
Ha! Pay no attention to that blowhard. He left his marauding days behind, along with his body.
At least I can remember my own name, not like some other skulls I could mention. And one day I shall return to the waves to unleash a new reign of chaos.
Sure you will. But for now, we provide what you might call the in-house entertainment. Telling jokes, hurling vile insults at pirate wannabes, and enthralling folks with tales of skullduggery and misdeeds.
I'm just here for the insults. You stink, ugly.
We're still workshopping some of our material.
Hands off. That key's for official town business only. Hands off. That key's for official town business only. Come to share a table with me? How about
What are you looking at me for? I think you just did. So what brings you to my table? Well, I bet I can guess who. All the tourists these days, they only want to speak to one man. Well, too bad for you. The governor is a busy fellow. He's got to protect this whole island. You could try and make an appointment with one of his guards, but I wouldn't recommend it.
hands off. That key's for official town business only. Hey, you shouldn't be back here. Because it's the rules, that's why. Customers stay out front, where they can't mess everything up. Oh, right. Well, I guess you can look around. But don't touch anything. I'm trying to work on a signature dish. I want something fiery and hearty. Tough, yet tender. Just like the legend of Monkey Island himself. Too bad I'm still missing one of the ingredients. Meat stew. When I can find the time to spice the meat, chop the veg, and add this special ingredient like I was told. Sure enough, the lady from the Mojo shop stopped by before the governor's guards closed her down with a box of root beer sprinkles. She told me to add them to the grog and anything I cooked to provide us all protection against insidious supernatural threats or something. Don't know why, but I hate to see good grub go to waste, and they don't taste half bad, so into the cooking pot with them. Can't help you there. I've just hired a new assistant, and they should be starting today. Assuming they show up for work. Don't know what the delay is all about, but I hope they remember to pick up their uniform from the general store. I've had it reserved all week. Of course it matters. Cooking's a messy business, and you need to look the part. I just hope they get here soon. I'm rushed off my feet as it is. As soon as they arrive, I'm going on my break. Yeah, in the barrel. But don't think you can just go helping yourself. It's the expensive, extra strong Governor's Special Reserve. I got a batch of it in stock in case the legend of Monkey Island ever stops by for a drink. Think of all the tourists he'd attract. But you need a strong stomach for the stuff, or you'll be out cold before long. Anyway, forget about all that. And don't touch anything. I've got my eye on you.
Sorry, but these items here, they're display models, not for sale. Hey, it's not my fault these Legend of Monkey Island action figures are hot property. My latest shipment got sunk down at the docks just as it arrived. Oh, then you need an exclusive Legend of Monkey Island meet and greet ticket, one of which I just so happen to have. Only one in existence. But I can tell just by looking at you that you can't afford such a sought-after item. Maybe we can work out some kind of deal. Tell you what, if you can bring me my missing cargo, I'll not only give you the ticket free of charge, I'll be able to sell you some other mementos. Deal?
Oh, those poor doggies. I can't help it. There's just something about these guys that cracks me up. Well, it's very sad, actually. The governor's guard dogs get tormented by the guards, you see. They've lost all the fire in their little bellies. I bet if they scarfed down a hearty meal, they'd soon be back to their nasty old selves.
I don't think so, stranger. This ain't Wally's Duff Map shop no more, and that means it's off limits to the likes of you. Gubernatorial guards only. And since I don't see no uniform, and you also look like you're alive, I'm thinking that means you ain't exactly a guard. So sing your hook.
Wait just a second. By order of the governor, mischievous potions and all forms of mojo magic are now banned here on Melee Island. That means this shop is permanently closed for business. Get it? Now move along.
Ahoy there, fancy pants. Keep your hands off the display cases. I just polished them. Well, all my wares are right here on display, save for the reserve stuff. Feel free to browse around, but don't touch anything. You don't suppose correctly. I deal in pieces of 8, just like everybody else here on Melee Island. And before you ask, no, I don't offer credit. Find me some silver or you'll be going home empty-handed. Nice try, but I don't think so. This is a general store, not a pawnbroker. Well, money's still money no matter what time it is. Besides, leaving your store unattended on an island full of pirates is usually considered a bad idea. You have no idea how many swords, shovels, and other nautical accessories I had go missing when I was out running my errands. Now, there was a time when I might have taken a moonlight stroll to go and see. Wait! That's nobody else's business. Huff! Oh, so you're the new cook for the Scum Bar. Nice job burning down that cargo ship. Well, the costume was never paid for, so if you still have a job to go to, you'll need to settle the bill. Now, you best hurry before somebody else makes me an offer. There's a chest over there you can use to change clothes. Free of charge for paying customers. What? Turn my back so you can pocket whatever's in my safe? You must think I was born yesterday. Now that's a special order. Some kind of cook uniform for the Scum Bar. Probably just a big apron and a silly hat, I expect, but I want rid of it. Are you buying? That's the mighty pirate sword used by the legend. That's the rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. Ultimate Collector's Edition.
And where do you think you're going? Yeah, you and everyone else on the island. The governor's mansion is off limits to anyone who hasn't got an official invitation. Especially unwanted admirers like you. If you can't show me something to prove you're expected, you can turn right back around and skulk off like all the other pirate wannabes. Clear?
Are you a visitor? It's been so long since I've had anyone but Captain Coco to talk to. Oh, there was a little misunderstanding after I came back from Monkey Island. I came in a little too fast and smashed up the jetty pretty bad. But it wasn't my fault! You ever try to sail a galleon crewed entirely by monkeys? They sure have. But it's okay. I'm good friends with the legend of Monkey Island. I was even on his crew once. I'm sure he'll be along to let me out, just as soon as he's finished his important, governor stuff. Yep, anytime now. And it's not like I'm alone this time. Captain Coco and I keep one another company. If he didn't have me to talk to, he'd have lost his mind by now. Where? Oh, no, that's Captain Coco. He was my first mate on our journey back from Monkey Island. Say hello, Captain Coco.
Hello!
Oh, it's simple. Captain Coco and I met back when I was stranded. Our monkey crew didn't trust me back then, so he was my only friend.
And we've been inseparable ever since.
Hey! I don't know how it is where you come from, but eating your shipmates is not okay. I'd sooner go back to snacking on rats. That would be great! But I don't know how you would. The sheriff has all the keys, and I haven't seen him since the governor's guards moved in.
I don't know, Otis. Those locks look pretty rusty. I bet you could blow them wide open.
That is a great idea! Captain Coco, you are a certified genius!
Oh, shucks, you say the nicest things. Good luck!
Cause too much trouble and you might end up in prison. There's not much to do here except count the rats. My pal Otis seems to spend a lot of time stuck down here. Cause too much trouble.
And where do you think you're going? Hey, you! Yeah, you! Want to see something hilarious? There's a pack of piranha poodles in this alley that can't stand the sound of this thing. Watch. Oh, what's the matter? Can't you reach your lovely bony din-dins? All right, that's enough, you mangy mutts. Go lay down. I said that's enough. We guard the governor now, not you pathetic pooches. So get used to it. Now move along and don't start any trouble. I'm on break. Hey, get your own snacks, you thieving pirate wannabe. Those will burn a hole in your tongue.
Ahoy there, fancy pants.
Sorry, but these items here...
Ahoy there, stranger.
Hands off! That key's for official town business only.
Hey, you leave that skull alone. He's got a job to do.
Back again? You're persistent, I'll give you that.
Back so soon? You've plenty of questions, I'll be bound.
What be ye wanting?
Back again? You're persistent. Ah, pay him no heed or he'll talk your ear off all night. Only when he starts up with a shanty. He claims it's the best he can do on account of lacking a full set of vocal cords. But if you ask me, he's just doing it for the attention.
Hey, you leave that skull alone. He's got a job to do. What be ye wanting? I assume you mean pieces of 8? That's the currency we trade in here on Melee Island, not gold or other such nonsense. The cook could have been persuaded to take you on, but he's already hired himself a new assistant, so you're out of luck there. Well, I'm sure if you keep your eyes peeled, you'll spot a few stray pieces of 8 lying around that nobody'll miss. Of course, a real pirate would notice more nefarious opportunities to fill their pockets.
Hey, take my great hands to yourself.
You lost? Well, then you come to the right pirates. We know pretty much everything that happens here on Melee Island. At this time of night, well, probably the only place with an open kitchen would be the Scum Bar. But good luck getting inside. The chef's a real stickler for the rules. If you're not the new assistant cook he's hired, you aren't getting anywhere near the cooking pot. Well, you could try begging a gunpowder gummy off of one of the governor's guards, but it might be the last thing you ever chew. Up by the island lookout, no question. There's a pathway that leads to him just outside of the village. If the weather weren't so strange lately, you'd be able to see all the way across the island. Not much reason to head up there, though, unless you're planning to swindle a few pieces of 8 out of the lookout. Yeah, then you're in luck. A ship full of valuables went down in the harbor here not so long ago. Of course, even if you could find a way to raise its cargo up out of the water, you'd need the proper tools to crack it open. Some parts of the town are still being renovated. Who knows? Maybe you can swipe what you need.
Let me guess. Another pirate wannabe looking for easy answers. Well, let me tell you something. We love pirate wannabes looking for easy answers. I highly doubt it. The governor hired a man to wind the mechanism, but most days he falls asleep in the scum bar and forgets. He's going to lose the clock tower key one of these days, and then, well, I suppose not much will actually change around here. It's always grog o'clock. Ah, night owl, eh? Well, the general store's a little ways down the high street, but the storekeeper charges a pretty penny for his wares. Well then, here's a little tip from me to you. Pirates can't help but squirrel away their spare change. It's sort of what you might call one of those compulsive reflexes. You should check all the crates and barrels you find. You never know when you'll stumble upon someone else's pieces of 8.
Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that. My job, that's what. I'm the official lookout of Melee Island, appointed by Governor Squinky Thriftweed himself. It's my job to keep an eye out for storms, incoming ships, and so on, and report them directly to the governor. Well, usually his guards nowadays. Your ship. No offense, but that's barely a rowboat compared to the sort of ships made famous by the legend of Monkey Island. Ha! Your ship. The Sea Monkey. Well, now that was a ship worth talking about. A fearless crew, a gallant captain, and the largest cereal supply you've ever seen. I don't so much care for chatting with the folks in town. Most of them just sit around telling tales about the legend of Monkey Island. I'd just as soon tend them a fire and stay out of trouble. But if you're looking for excitement, you should stop by the Scum Bar if you haven't. Here's a little free advice, though, chum. Stay out of the way of the governor's guards. No, I know they may seem harmless, but... Nope, I don't trust them. Not one bit. You what? A ship, you say? Ooh, this could be serious. There, I see her. No, it's just a trick of the moonlight. Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that. You what? A ship, you say? Ooh, this could be serious. Well, whoever it was, they're gone now. Guess I'll keep my eyes open. Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that. You what? A ship, you say? Ooh, this could be serious. No sign of anything yet.
Ahoy there, fancy pants. That's a special order. Some kind of